I can't believe this landlord. I can't. He done put me through it, y'all. I'm tired of his ass. I'm so fucking tired. I miss my old landlord. This landlord, I just got him in January. I had another landlord, but he sold the property to his in-laws. So we dealing with the in-law. Listen, y'all. This place, for y'all who don't know, this house, man. Y'all, I'm so fed up with this landlord stuff. Remind me to never, ever rent from a private landlord. What was I even thinking? I was desperate and in a rush. That's what it was. I was in a rush. Never again. When I tell y'all I done been through it, and I'm done. I'm finished. Like, this can't be life. So let me tell y'all what's been going on for y'all who haven't been following me. I know y'all see them lights flickering. I'm in the process of about to wash my hair. But listen, I don't care how my hair look. Y'all already know. Listen, y'all. My lights, one day I came home, them things went off. And they was off the whole night. I couldn't figure out what was going on. And I'm like, my lights have been flickering and they've been getting worse. Y'all, this man, I told him, I said, hey, this a fire hazard. Like, you need to come handle this right now. I couldn't use my stove. I couldn't use my nothing. Refrigerator was off. Like, this man, he showed me that he didn't give a fuck about me. He didn't care. So listen, he came the next day. He didn't come in the morning. This man came at 1 o'clock. Why is you coming late? Like, you really showing me that you don't care. I have kids here. Like, so I went on live that day and I was trying to flick the breaker. I forgot all about that. I was so stressed out. I wouldn't even think about none of that. So I flicked the breaker or whatever. It still wasn't working. I changed all the light bulbs. Still wasn't working. I'm like, boy, this is crazy. What's going on? So he came, Lord, Slumlord, whatever you want to call him. This man, he came, took the breaker box apart, playing with wires, didn't know what he was doing. And you could tell, I'm not even trying to be funny, you could tell he didn't know what he was doing. He was like, oh, did this happen? Does that happen? Just asking me stuff. Oh, can you go press that button while I go in there and do that? Like, you don't know what you're doing, sir. I mean, he had an idea, but I didn't want him to mess up nothing. So I'm like, why is you touching all the stuff? Like, go call an electrician. He calling my old landlord. Why are you calling him? You got this. You a big boy. Call the electrician. Stop playing and being cheap. So I'm really sitting on the floor because I'm pissed. This news I just received. So he called the landlord. They was talking in their language. I don't know what's their race. I think they're Arabians. Honestly, I don't know, and I don't care. But listen, he called them. They talked, and then he climbed the attic. This man goes in the attic. He walking around up there for a whole hour. I'm like, is you good? You okay? He could not figure it out. This man was up there for 3 hours, y'all. Like, he couldn't figure it out. So he came in the bathroom and played with some wires, taking outlets out, and then he did it at least 3 times, and then boom, it cut on. He yelling at me, make sure you're not late on your rent and da 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 da. Like, I only been late on my rent 1 time, so why was you coming in here yelling at me? I said, I'm a grown woman, don't come at me like that. I'm not your child. You got kids, right? Go yell at them. Don't yell at me. Stop playing with me. So he was mad about that because I guess it was so minor. But the whole time it wasn't minor because when he left, guess what, y'all? It cut off. He solved the little minor problem, but now I'm still having issues, y'all. I'm still having issues. It's still cutting on and off. I still have my little, it still has this little phases where it just cut off and be off. And I keep telling them like, hey, this house, this is a fire hazard. I be looking this shit up every day. It's a fire hazard. I got kids in here. I can't sleep at night. I'm up all night, on and off, on and off. Like, I can't sleep through a whole straight 8 hours because I'm so concerned about this electricity in my kids. That's all I got is my kids. I don't want nothing to happen to my kids. So I told him, and he just like, he keeps saying, oh, I'm going to come and check on it. I'm going to come check on it. That was 2 weeks ago. Never came. Didn't remind him of nothing. When I paid his rent, I'm like, hey, the electricity, what's up? What's up? He ain't say nothing. I'm trying to renew my lease earlier before, it got to this month. What? I don't know what month that was, but he like, oh, you have too many kids to be standing in a 2 bedroom, this and that. And I'm like, they babies. Like, I got a toddler and then I got 2 1 year olds. I got a 10 year old. They babies. Why does that matter? What you need to worry about is this electricity, baby, because that's the problem. So, it's stressful, y'all. Hold on, let me get it together. So I'm like, dang, so I can't, first of all, I couldn't find nothing. I know my lease was coming up to an end. I couldn't find nothing. I'm still looking, still can't find nothing. I done looked everywhere. Nothing, no luck. I did applications, got denied. Like, it's a struggle out here trying to find a place in Florida. So now he's like, I'm letting him know, like, hey, I can't find nothing. And I'm like, he probably ain't going, you know. But whatever, let me just see what he say. I said, I can't find nothing. Me and my kids need somewhere to go. So he texts me a day later. So he texted me a couple days later and he like, okay, would you like to renew your lease? I said, yes, if you get that electrician like I've been asking. I know y'all see them lights flickering. Y'all, don't y'all know this man never responded to me? What's today? Today is Friday. This man ain't respond to me. And then I resent the message. Still ain't respond. Today I said hello. Still ain't respond. I don't know what I'm about to do. I'm about to call the people on him. Because this ain't right at all. After me waiting and waiting. This man talking about, oh, you and your 4 kids gonna have to go if you keep asking me about an electrician. First of all, don't come at your tenants like that. Don't do that. The fuck? I'm done. So I told him, I said, can you come to my house and speak to me in person? Like, say that to me in person. I need to hear you tell me that so I can know you mean that. Because I don't know if he just irritated or what, but we finna figure it out today. So